Hello everybody, Andy here again. Right, I've just watched a video by Beth, silverscreamgrl, and in that particular video she happened to mention a friend of hers who, because Beth's going to SouthTube as I am in a couple of weeks time, in fact I should be there in 2 weeks time, and this sort of a friend of hers posed this question to her. I've written it down, and the question was, what are you hoping to accomplish at SouthTube? And it got Beth thinking, and then I sort of heard that question and you think, well, I'm not really hoping to accomplish anything there really, but then it gets you thinking even more, and then you start, and then your brain starts ticking over. So I thought what I'd do, I'd turn on the camera and talk about it, because it's one of those things that you go to anything like that, I suppose, and you're not really hoping to accomplish anything, I suppose, but it's the sort of question that someone who isn't involved with this sort of online community, with this sort of vlogging, the viral video, call it the vloggerhood, whatever you want to call it, would really understand what one of those people from outside might ask, because they think you're doing it for a sort of a real purpose. You are hoping to accomplish something from it. Now, from my point of view, obviously I'm coming over from the UK, so I was thinking about making a video about what I was intending to do, but this might as well be the time to do it, I suppose, because I'm not just doing SouthTube, having to come over from the UK and travelling sort of 3,000-4,000 miles or whatever it is. You want to make a sort of a bit of a holiday of it, and that's exactly what I'm doing, because for those of you who aren't aware, first off, I'm going to Chicago. I'm flying into Chicago, and in Chicago I'm meeting Gary, Anakin 1814, and Mike Muso SF. We're meeting there, and I think it's the Tuesday night. We're staying there over on the Tuesday, having Wednesday in Chicago, hopefully going out and doing a run with Gary along the lake shore front there, and then another night, and then on the Thursday the three of us are driving down in Gary's car, about 8 hours worth of travel, from Chicago down to Nashville, a little road trip. One of those sort of things that I think, especially sort of someone from outside of America always wants to do, is some sort of a road trip, and we're sort of talking about it and what we're going to do. We're loading up our iPods. Look, I've got my iPod here, and I'm starting to fill it up with songs, and we're making little playlists so that we can sort of bore each other with all our songs while we're travelling along, and we're talking about what we're going to do on the way. But that's, it's not an accomplishment as such. I suppose it is in some ways, because I'm getting to meet people, whether it be just Gary and Mike, or whether it be the people like Beth down at SouthTube as well. So that is a bit of an accomplishment. It's one of those things that you're here, you get to know people on here. As I said before, it's a different type of relationship, a different type of friendship to something you might have experienced before, because it is generally, and most of the time, it's a virtual friendship. But when it comes to something like SouthTube, or any type of gathering, doesn't matter on what scale it is, and obviously SouthTube is quite a big one. I've only ever been to the sort of the smallish sort of England Swings gathering, which was really good and certainly turned my head in some respects. But you go to something that's a lot bigger, and you're meeting lots of people, so many people there, and I know there are a lot of people. That's one of the reasons I'm making the effort to actually go to SouthTube, because there are a lot of people there that I want to meet, a lot of people that I know from here, and I feel that I know that I'm going to get on with, like Gary, for example. I mean, got a great deal in common, or we've discovered that we've got a great deal in common, and certainly hope that we've got a great deal in common. We've never met each other, we've never spoken to each other except by a video, and yet we're excited, and we're getting, and we're really looking forward to this trip, and Mike as well, etc. And the drive down, the drive back, because we're going to spend 4 nights there down in Nashville. I think we're there from the Thursday night until the Sunday night, Monday morning, and then Monday we're driving back to Chicago, spending Tuesday night there, and having the best part of Monday night, and then the best part of Tuesday, and then I fly back on the Tuesday. So I get about a week in America. So for me, I'm accomplishing something in as much as it's a big adventure for me. It's a big holiday for me. It's that sort of road trip sort of element to it, as well of the fact of seeing 2 great cities, 2 musical cities as well. That's one of the things that I like, is Chicago, the home of the old sort of Chicago blues and all that sort of thing. The Blues Brothers film, which I'm a great fan of, was sort of set in and around Chicago. Then going down to Nashville, another great music city. Now, I'm not a big fan of country and western music, as I might have said before, but I know people who've been there. I know it's not just about country music. Just about everybody comes from, everybody's recording bits and pieces there. They've got blues. I mean, Memphis is just down the road. Unfortunately, don't think we're going to be able to get to Memphis, as much as I'd love to go to Memphis and see that as well, but I think that's just a bit out of reach. But what am I going to accomplish? Well, I'm going to accomplish a few goals, in as much as I'm going to meet people that I've always wanted to meet. I'm going to go to a foreign land to meet these people as well, which makes it that little bit more special. So if you're an American and you're going to SouthTube, maybe you can answer this question as well. You know, have a think about it. What do you hope to accomplish? And afterwards, what do you hope to get out of it? You're going to meet all these people, you're going to make lots of new friends, I suppose, or reinforce friendships that you think you've made here already, or you know you've made, whichever way you want to look at it. And I'm sure you're going to meet lots of other people as well. And I know for a fact that going to the England swing gathering, I was amazed by people that knew me, who I didn't know them. I might have heard some of the names, but there were people, and I was quite surprised that they knew who I was. And you think, well, yeah, maybe you've touched their lives in a little, it's only a very small way. Yes, I know that. But if they know who you are, and you're thinking, whoa, you know, this is a bit strange. So whether that's going to happen to me over there in America at Nashville, or in Chicago for that matter, I don't know. But so what am I going to accomplish? So I'm going to achieve a few goals, I suppose, as I said, by meeting people that I want to meet. I'm looking forward to having conversations with people about this, and that's one of the things that I found about the London gathering that I went to, is that you can sit there having a drink or whatever it might be, having a chat, and you're talking about something that you have in common straight away, which is this, and you understand exactly where you're coming from. But yes, it would be great to have wider chats about anything else, and something that maybe I could talk about, and I'm sure I will be talking about. Maybe you'll see some of these videos. So what do I hope to accomplish? No, I suppose accomplish is a funny word, isn't it? It makes you feel as though you're sort of setting your sights on a big goal or something, and it's going to move you forward, but it might do. You know, you never know. This might be a life-changing event. It might be a life-changing experience for me and for other people. I know you hear about other people who've been to sort of bigger gatherings, etc. Especially when there's lots of people, it must be quite an event in that respect. So maybe it will be a life-changing experience. You'll make new friends, and it'll make you think about things in a different way. Maybe make you want to get on even more with this type of thing and immerse yourself a bit more than what you are already. Reinforce those friendships and make new friendships as well. So that's what I hope to accomplish, apart from having a damn good time as well, hopefully. Meeting lots of good people, having a good time, doing that sort of road trip thing, 2 great cities, meeting some great people, etc, etc. So if that happens, it will certainly be mission accomplished, I think. So anyway, I'll obviously be talking more about this nearer the time, and hopefully I'll be getting lots of videos about it as well. One thing I will quickly say, I did a video recently called Laptop versus Mac, about asking about advice, because I'm having problems with the computer, which is why you're not getting many new videos. They're all older videos that I've recorded because I can't get the video onto my computer, and as you might see with this, it's all a bit slow. So I've actually taken the plunge, and I've actually ordered, and my iMac has actually been dispatched, so I should be getting that within the next few days. So that's thanks to everybody who actually sent some advice, some ideas, etc. Lots of enthusiasm, lots of Mac people out there, very few sort of PC or Windows people, but it doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. I do appreciate all the sort of comments and the feedback and information that I did get. So thanks for your time. Anyone going to SouthTube, I'm looking forward to meeting each and every single one of you, whoever you are, whether I know you or whether I don't. Maybe you know me and I don't realise that yet. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.